Hey everybody, it's Grady and Paul from the main phase. I'm Grady.
I'm Paul.
We're going to do something a little different. We thought it'd be fun. I'm going to quiz Paul in some MTG slang, and you're going to take the quiz along at home if you want to.
Yes. I'm going to attempt real quick to try and make my best Steve Buscemi face.
You are, because here we go, jumping into it. MTG slang quiz. Hello, fellow Magic players.
That was terrible. I did a bad job.
There are 26 possible questions. Points. You're going to get points. You're going to answer questions, basically. Quiz. First, right off the bat, what's Paul?
Prediction is...
Oh, go ahead.
17 out of 26. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, that's fine.
Yep.
What's right off the bat? What's GGWP? What's he saying here?
Good game, wimp.
Close. Good game, well played. All right, you ready? Here we go.
That was the first question, or was that just like...
No, that didn't count. This is the first question.
Oh, man.
Oh, I got to write this. Okay. I'm writing down your score.
All right. That one doesn't count.
So this is actually for 4 points. These are 4 questions. Which card does each of the following? Of these cards you see here on the screen. One can ping, shock, tuck, and bounce.
Okay. Well, I'm going with shock to the Ember Hauler.
Okay.
Going with ping to the Blood Cultist.
Okay.
I'm going to tuck on Teferi. I don't know what tuck actually means, and we'll put bounce on the Manowar.
You got them all right. That is 4 points for Paul. Oh, maybe I should have paused longer for the people at home still figuring it out. Yeah. Ping, tap to deal 1 damage to something.
Yes. Yes. I think I call him Tim. There's an old 3CMC 1/1 wizard from like long ago.
You'll see him later.
Oh, good.
Shock is anytime you deal 2 damage to anything.
Okay.
Named after the card Shock.
Shock, clearly. Yeah. That's...
the shock lands you hear about a lot. They're the lands that you can take 2 damage to have it come in untapped.
I like those.
Yep, definitely. Bounce just means to return something to its hand, like Manowar. And then tuck is to put something into the library, but not on top of the library. Like Teferi here, his -3, put target non-land permanent into its owner's library 3rd from the top.
Oh, okay. I did not know tuck. I took a good guess there. Bounce made sense on the Manowar.
Sure, yeah. Tuck used to be really powerful in Commander because if you tucked someone's commander, it would get stuck in the library, but then they changed the commander rules. So now if you tuck a commander, you can put it back in the command zone. So used to be really good in Commander. Now it's just regular, I guess. I don't play a lot of Commander. Anyway, moving on.
I'm happy they stopped Teferi, the 3CMC one.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
Your opponent says, if you chump, it bolts your creature. Which creature is your opponent talking about?
If you chump, it bolts your creature.
Yes, one of these.
All right, let me read these. I do know the Ravenous Chupacabra. Great card. Fucking love that card. Don't swear. Sorry. I think that's a great card. I don't think that he's the one that's going to bolt it.
Okay.
My dog agrees.
That's your Chupacabra.
If you heard that bark. The Abysmal Gatekeeper is going to die, and each creature sacrifices each play. Okay. I'm leaning towards the Abysmal. Let's read these assembled alphas.
Abyssal, I believe, but yeah.
What did I say? Abysmal? That was an abysmal reading that I did there. All right. The alphas. I'm going with the alphas. Final decision.
Yep, you're correct. Another 1 point. This is a 1-pointer. Only one question. Because to chump,
I went with Lightning Bolt.
Yeah. Lightning Bolt, much like Shock. Lightning Bolt is deal 3 damage. This deals 3 damage. And it does so when you chump, which is to block. This is a 5/5. If you block with a 1/1, it's just going to die and save you the damage. That would be a chump block. As opposed to a trade, which would be when they both die. If I block, If I block with a 6/1, for example, they would trade.
I accidentally used the word chump when I mean trade and vice versa very frequently. So I'm enjoying this a lot. I didn't even read the Knight Incarnate. Get that one out of there.
Well, you're 5 for 5 so far. All right, here's another 4-pointer. 4 questions, 4 cards. Which card is broken?
The one that's got some
This
damage
one that's physically damaged. Which card is broken? Which card is draft chaff? Which is HP? And which one is total jank?
Total jank. Oh man. Draft chaff, I don't know. HP, I don't know. Total jank, probably all of them. But which one is the most? Broken, I'm just going to lead with Oko is broken as fuck.
Okay.
Broken as all get out.
Is this a no swearing show? We never really decided that.
No, it's not. I'm just trying to be polite.
All right, yeah, for the children. Think of the children.
The Great Wall. Man, is that Legends?
Yes, that is Legends.
Yeah.
2 and a 1 for enchantment. Creatures with
planeswalk may be blocked as if they did not have this ability.
And that's all it does.
Wow. Are we going with jank as a good thing or a bad thing? Because the Great Wall's janky is like it sucks. Draft chaff. Target creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn. All creatures have to block it. That's fun. That one's the chaffed.
Okay.
Chaff.
Draft chaff. Okay.
Chaff.
All right.
Flash, Snapcaster, Mage, Test the Battle. All right. Oko is broken.
Okay.
Chaff is the card that I can't read in the bottom right.
Okay. That's a Snapcaster
HP
Mage.
is the dominance, and total jank is the wall.
2 out of 4. You got 2 points on that one.
Okay.
Missed 2. So you're correct. Oko is broken.
Broken.
Best planeswalker of all kind. In this context, broken is just really, as in too good for the game. Just
broken as all get out. That one got banned.
Yep, boom! In basically every format. Jank, the opposite. Unplayable. Bad card. Don't put it in your deck. Doesn't matter what you're playing. The Great Wall here, unplayable card. Bad.
Jank.
Even if you're playing Legends block sealed or something, it's still it doesn't do anything useful.
I wasn't sure if it was janky like this one's a good jank or janky as in get it out.
No,
okay.
Janky, just stone unplayable. You mixed up these two. So draft chaff, if you sit down to do a draft with your friends, then at the end you're going to keep all the good cards, you're going to keep all the mythics, all the rares, anything that might be playable and constructed, and then there's just the chaff left over, just the cards left sitting on the table that nobody really wants or cares about. And they're not stone unplayable, they're not jank. You can play this is fine in a limited deck. Like you could run this in your like green stompy draft deck, but once the draft is over, you don't have any use for it. Draft chaff. Yeah. Maybe like it's like a step above jank, maybe.
See, I feel like chaff and jank are opposite words here. I thought jank was like this is gonna mess some stuff up.
Yeah, I can see you could take that way. HP, I'll admit I was cheating a little bit because it's not exactly slang so much as maybe terminology. If you're buying and selling cards, they'll rank the NM for new mint, EX for excellent, VG for very good, or G for good. And that's usually as low as it goes, actually. HP is for heavily played. And
I was going to say highly played, but heavily
played. And most stores and places won't even buy or sell cards that are heavily played. Like usually G for good is like the worst they'll go, and this is definitely not.
Yeah. And that's a mythic, right? Mythic rare?
Snapcaster, I think that's a regular rare. Definitely.
Is it?
Very popular, very strong playable card in Modern. Played even in like Legacy sometimes.
Is it a Snapcaster? We don't know. It's HP.
It could be anything under there. All right, moving on. You're at 7 points.
7? Okay.
Which card goes in each deck?
Ooh.
So these are deck names or archetypes.
Okay.
Flymen, The Rock, Death and Taxes, or Aristocrats.
Oh, okay. Well, I do know that the Lolith troll is the rock. You taught me that the
We were talking
rock
about that the other day. All right.
is green black. Yep. All right. Black green, green black.
Black's first on the card.
Golgari.
Golgari, yes.
Golgari. All right. I keep making eye contact with where I can see you. I gotta focus in here. All right. Lolith is the rock.
Okay.
Flying men. I'm going to hold off on that one.
Right.
Death and Taxes. Now, it's got to be either the Avon or the Butcher.
Okay.
Definitely is not the Artificer.
All right.
I'm going to put that one in the Aristocrats.
Okay. Wait, which one's Aristocrats?
Artificer's
Assistant. Okay.
Death and Taxes. We're going to go with the Avon, and that puts the Butcher and the Flying Men.
So you said Butcher of the Horde is Flying Men. Artificer's Assistant is Aristocrats.
Yep.
Okay. You mixed up those two. You got the other two correct. So 2 out of 4 again. So you're right. The Rock is a kind of a nickname for any black-green mid-range deck. And Lotleth Troll is a classic example of a black-green aggro mid-range card.
It's a good one.
And Death and Taxes is usually a white-based, creature-based strategy where you're trying to shut down what your opponent's trying to do. You have a lot of what we call hate bears, which is another slang term that I didn't quite squeeze into this.
Hate bearer or hate bear?
Hate bear, as in a bear like a tutu.
Okay.
Yeah. And so like Avon Mind Sensor, it's a creature. It's a white creature. And it has this ability, if an opponent would search the library, that player searches the top 4 cards of that library instead. So their fetch lands, any tutors that they have, they're trying to go through their deck. They don't get to do that, or they only go 4 cards deep.
Now that's interesting. I always thought Death and Taxes was a black-white combo.
Black-white, yeah. White.
Yeah?
Yeah, usually white-based. It can be mono-white. It can be black-white. I've seen green-white. But it's usually a lot of creature. It's a creature-based strategy, trying to just stop your opponent from doing things or make your opponent pay more mana for what they're trying to do.
Okay, interesting. I was looking strictly at mana color.
Flying Men is a deck of exclusively 1/1 flyers for 1. Based on the original Flying Men, which is an actual card from Arabian Nights. There's a card, and I think it's blue. Much like Artificer's Assistant, it's just blue, single mana for a 1/1 with flying. And you just take as many of those as you can, and you put them in a deck and try to kill your opponent with 1/1 flyers.
That's basically like my historic deck right now. I'm doing an aggro blue, mono blue, with a lofty denial. I love that card.
And then Aristocrats is the name of any strategy that's based around sacrificing your own creatures or sacrificing your own permanents. Much like, there's a deck going around on Arena right now where you've got Priest of the Forgotten Gods or Cat Oven combo. Those, you could call those Aristocrat strategies because they're based around sacrificing your own permanents. And Butcher of the Horde here is a great card for that kind of strategy. Sacrifice another creature. Butcher of the Horde gains your choice of Vigilance, Lifelink, or Haste until end of turn.
I like that. That in my head is Rakdos through and through.
Often Rakdos. Yeah, Mardu, like Butcher of the Horde here, or Rakdos. The term comes from, I believe, a card from Innistrad called Falconwrath Aristocrat, which was another sacrifice your own stuff card.
Well, they might change that now to just calling it an oven.
That's true. Oven strategy. The new incarnation. All right, moving on. Match each card to its nickname. And I know you're going to get one
Tim.
of them.
I know Tim. I'm going with Gary is Gray.
Okay.
I know 2 of those. Okay. All right. I'm 2 out of 4 easily.
All right.
Tim is the prodigal. Tim is the prodigal. Mm-hmm. Gary is Gray.
Okay.
That's easy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Bob. Which one is Bob? Man, I'm going to be very upset with myself if I mix these up.
Bob and Steve.
Yeah. Bob and Steve. Let's just go quick, easy answers. Bob's the black one. Steve's the green one.
You are correct. 4 for 4. So yeah, as you mentioned earlier, Prodigal Sorcerer classic nickname is Tim. I believe it comes from the Monty Python reference. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. There's the sorcerer named Tim.
Okay.
He's a sorcerer, and call him Tim.
Call him Tim. Do you know the card Charisma?
No.
If you deal damage to a creature, you gain control of that creature.
Oh.
It's a 3 CMC, Mercadian Masks.
That sounds powerful.
It's expensive to put out a 3-cost Prodigal and then a 3-cost enchantment on him. But
but there you go. And you just start stealing everything.
Yeah.
Hopefully your opponent plays some big creatures for you to steal. If your opponent has like 1/1 tokens, it's not going to do very much.
Tim.
Yeah. Also, if you give it Death Touch, then you can just start killing stuff too.
Oh, I like that Death Touch.
Death Touch pingers.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's a pinger, like we mentioned earlier. Gray Merchant of Asphodel. Gary, I think just because Gary sounds kind of like Gray, kind of looks like it.
Yeah.
Sakura Tribe.
There's an older one, isn't there?
Yeah, this is a newer printing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's definitely he's been printed a few times. So Kerr Tribe Elder is Steve. I think again it just kind of sounds like Steve. I don't know. But Dark Confidant is called Bob specifically because Dark Confidant was one of the invitational cards. It used to be if you won an invitational, they would do one every year. The prize was whatever prize money you won, but you also got to design a real card, and they would put it in the next set. And that was, I have it here, Bob Marr in 2004 won the invitational. And so he got to design a card, and he designed a card, Dark Confidant. And the art in the card is actually his likeness. So it actually physically looks like Bob Marr. And he designed the card, and so often people call it Bob. And it's a highly playable card in modern, sometimes even older formats. So there you go, Bob Marr in 2004.
And STE, Sakura Tribe Elder, that starts Steve.
Yeah. STE, yep.
What's the name? I can't read it. I thought for a second it actually said Bob as the drawer of the Dark Confidant. Yeah.
The last name does not look like Mar. You're right. I can't I can't quite make it out. But
me either. Yeah. But that would be fun too. All right. How am I doing?
Now you're at. Oh wait, did I add those 4 points? No, you were at 9. So you're now at 13 points.
All right.
Getting into the Twitter and social media section of the quiz. Popular pro player, commentator, MTG coach Emma Handy tweeted the following during a tournament. She, by the way, is competing in the grand finals right now as we speak, doing very well.
Good.
Emma Handy
5-1?
Said, picked up my first loss against Sultai midrange. Hand disruption over the slower white cards was actually pretty gas against me. 5-1. 4 questions. What is gas? What is hand attack? What is 5-1? And Sultai is also known as what?
Oh, man.
4-part question here.
Man, this might be my 0 for 4.
I did design the questions to gradually get more difficult as we moved on.
Yeah, I like this. All right. Hand attack, my assumption is discard. Somebody's going to make you discard something out of your hand.
Yeah, I'll take that. Yep. Yeah, cards like Thoughtseize, stuff like that, where spells that make your opponent reveal their hand and then take something out of it.
Yeah, Drill Bit is a great one.
Another example.
Yeah, yeah. Sultai, that's green, black, blue is also known as the asshole. Oh, wait, we're not.
Not what I was looking for.
We're not trying on this one. Sultai is also known as removal, disrupt, mana ramp.
Sure. It's a very simple answer. You're going to kick yourself if you don't get it.
I might not get it, but I'll also kick myself. All right. Gas is like steam powered. We're going heavy. And hand attack is discard 5-1.
Okay. I'll give you that one for sure.
You've you got 5 cards in your hand. They've got 1, and you're not doing so well with it.
Okay.
as Sultai is also known as the asshole.
All right. So gas. Honestly, I feel like gas is one of the most commonly used like slang terms on like Magic Twitter lately. I feel like I should have made like a whole question about it. Gas just means really good. When she says like the hand disruption was gas against me, she means like hand disruption was really effective. It was just
going
really
hard.
good.
I think I said going hard.
You said like full steam ahead. Like to me that means like aggro.
Going hard.
No.
All right. Yeah, you don't have to give me that point. That's fine.
But
That's fine.
It's even used like especially like people on Twitter, will be like, "Oh, I found this new burrito place and it's totally gas." Like it's just really good, or like I don't know.
Full steam ahead.
No, the burrito is not full steam ahead. The burrito tastes good. Hand attack definitely giving you that point. Definitely. 5-1. You were talking about something to do with cards in hand. No, that's her record in the tournament. 5 wins. 1
Yeah, I knew that. It's up there in I said it wrong, but I knew that.
All right, I'll give you a point on that one.
No, I don't need the point.
Oh, okay,
I don't want your.
Fine. You don't want pity points, then I'm not going to give them to you.
That's not gas, man.
Sultai is also known as bug.
The asshole.
Bug, because it's black, blue, green.
Asshole.
1 point, Paul. You now have 14 points.
I only
Moving
need 3
on.
more, and it's going to get harder. All right, so
Okay.
gassy hand attacks with your burritos.
What is going on here?
Spam this prawn to help out Juan.
So this is from Twitter. This is from Twitch chat. I'm just asking for a description of what does this even mean? What's going on here? This is again the
What
grand
are
finals
the-
that I was watching this morning. A lot of this kind of nonsense in the chat.
Wow. What's the very old like crab creatures? You did throw up a legends card earlier. What's there's like a blue crab creature. It's like I'm gonna have to look that up.
Hedgehog crab?
Uh,
I don't know.
no. That's I mean like old. You
Okay.
had like legends cards and it's not just a particular creature. It's a whole.
I think
It has nothing to do with this.
Yeah, I was
I'm
going to
just
say,
getting-
I think you're going in the wrong direction if you're trying to answer this.
Yeah, no. I'm trying to distract everybody from the fact that I don't know what's going on here.
If you could just describe what these people are trying to do, spam this hen to help out Ken. Spam this parcel to help out Marshall.
Man,
Spam
This
these
is-
teeth to help Nassif. So I'll give you a clue. This would happen, as I said before, during a big tournament on Twitch. You're watching it live, and there's the chat along the side, and people are putting this sort of thing in the chat. What are they trying to communicate?
and this one's only 1 point.
Yes.
I have no clue.
All right. So this is my notes. Just say copy pasta memes gone crazy. So technically, it's a copy pasta is what this is. It's when you're just copy pasting this like weird little rhyme with like emojis in it over and over, and it's basically just esports cheering, rooting on your favorite player. So
Okay.
for example, Gabriel Nassif, excellent player from France. His fan down here, spam these teeth to help Nassif. It's just cheering on your favorite player.
Yeah, there was no way I was going to get that ever in a million years.
Or spam this cartoon to summon Shark Typhoon. One player is playing with Shark Typhoon and they need to draw it. So it's just a way of cheering on your players. Whoever you want.
I like that.
Spam this parcel to help out Marshall. Marshall's actually one of the commentators, Marshall Sutcliffe. So it's like just cheer. You're doing a great job commentating, Marshall. That's all.
I like that.
Yeah. So
And
people try to get
with
silly
all of
with
the
it.
copies, we were just talking about a historic deck that copies itself. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, the Neoform combo deck.
Yeah. There's Neoform in there is like really threw me off. I think it's Sir Muskrat.
This is just somebody actually talking about what's going on.
But Neoform was in there.
Yeah, this person's actually like, hey, I'm going to actually talk about the game that we're all watching.
It threw me off. Sorry.
Yeah, this one is from...
I really want to know the name of those crabs from, like, the old editions.
Well, there's no time for these old crabs because it's time for...
There's
lightning
no
round
for your old crabs.
Lightning round. So these ones should be a little bit easier because they're matching, and as a result, they're worth a half a point each. So each slide will be worth 2 total points.
I'm looking this up while I'm trying to play this game.
Paul.
All right,
moving into the lightning round.
I'm actually still looking this up. Okay, go.
So you're going to match the slang term to its definition.
Oof.
By the way, have you played any Among Us? Because this is a screenshot from Among Us, which is extremely popular in the Magic verse right now.
No.
If not, we need to play some Among Us, but that's a separate conversation. So
let's do that. Did you make a note? Put that next to my 14 points.
Yes, still at 14 points.
Do I have 15 points yet?
Well, you didn't get a point on my last one.
Damn. Dang. Darn. Gosh darn it.
Dag nabbit. Dirtle, punt, flunge, and sneep.
All right. This is hard.
Decide not to mulligan.
This is getting harder faster.
Well, yeah. Make a lot of game actions without advancing the board state.
Quickly decide not to mulligan.
Or attacking with all creatures on a clogged board without doing the math.
Attacking with all creatures on a clogged board. That's called a dirtle.
All right.
I'm gonna do dirtle
down here. We're going blue wire to purple.
Make a lot of game actions without advancing the board snate.
Board state.
Snate. I'm leaning towards sneep. I'm leaning towards sneep. I'm using my words appropriately.
Okay.
All right. Quickly deciding not to punt.
Not to mulligan.
Punt.
Okay. Oh,
I'm trying to trick you into giving me answers.
I didn't give you an answer. That's what it says. Quickly decide not to mulligan.
No, I was trying to trick you into giving me answers.
Oh. Did it work?
No. I'm still going with punt on that one. All right.
Okay. All right.
Not mulliganing, punting.
Okay.
A lot of game actions. Dirtled.
Okay.
Misplay that costs you the game. I flunged that hard. Attacking is sneeping.
All right. So you said dirtle is this one? Make a lot of game actions?
I don't know.
I think you might have put 2 words to the same definition. I'm not sure.
Number 1 is punt. Punt is to quickly decide not to mulligan.
Okay.
A dirtle. Oh, flunge. I don't know. Now you're making me like double. All right. We're going to go in order. Punt, dirtle, flunge, sneep.
Okay. Punt, dirtle, flunge, sneep. You got one of them.
Punt. Was it the punt?
15. No, you got dirtle correct. To dirtle is to make a lot of game actions without advancing the board state. You're drawing cards, you're scrying, you're getting things from the graveyard back to your hand, from your hand to the battlefield, from your hand to the graveyard, and things are going to exile zone, things are moving around. You're doing a lot of things, but you're not getting your opponent dead. You're just dirtling around.
Man, I hate it when people dirtle.
Commander, I think, is a format is notorious.
Banked.
There you go. So yeah, just dirtling around like you're not winning. You're just doing a bunch of stuff.
Just stop.
Yeah, things are just moving around.
Unfortunately, there's no scooping on the main phase.
So you got that one right. A punt is a misplay. A big misplay. If you make a big mistake, that's a punt. Usually, especially if it costs you the game. Twitch chat is famous for accusing the players on screen of punting constantly. Everything they do. Oh, punt. Oh, it's a punt. Oh, this person punted. Comes from football when you're like behind and you got to kick the ball really far. Whatever.
Yeah, I've punted a few times in my day, and I'm not happy about it.
We've all had a punt or two. A flunge is the just I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on. I got a bunch of creatures. Attack with everything. Flunge, just attack all out. I don't know. Do I win? Do I lose? I don't know. I'm just going to attack with everybody.
Let's just go.
Yeah.
I like when people flunge more than when they dirtle.
A common expression people might use when they flunge is to say, math is for blockers. I don't want to do the math. What's your life total? How big are these? I don't know. Just attack. You figured out.
My next mono aggro red deck is going to be named Flunge.
Flunge. Subtitle, math is for blockers. And the sneep, short for snap keep. As in you snap keep your 7 cards. You look at your opening 7, snap keep. Sneep. Okay. Immediately. Don't have to think about it. Just as soon as I look at it, oh yeah, that's a keep. Smash that keep button. Sometimes,
got it.
On Magic Twitter and whatnot, people even use it for, I went to the burrito place and it was just snap keep. This burrito was excellent. As soon as I saw it, it was going to be great.
It was gas.
Yeah. There you go.
I still think that punting would be deciding not to mulligan.
That could be a punt. If you should have mulliganed and you decided not to, it could be a punt.
Well, what the hell is Scooze? I've never seen Scooze or Deece or what the. Okay, here we go. Moving on.
Tilt.
I need 2 more points.
Deece. You're currently at 15.
And a half. I thought these were only worth a half a point. 14
I didn't give you your points. You got a half a point on that last round. So 15.5. Good call.
Good. I thought I was at 14.5. All right.
No, you're at 15.5.
Moderately good as in a card or deck.
Yeah, like if a card is moderately good, a deck is moderately good. Pretty good.
Card nickname. It's a bear. And Graveyard Hate.
As in,
that's gotta be Scoozy.
One of these is a nickname for a specific card.
Becoming unreasonably upset, especially as a result of a game loss. Well, that's gotta be Scoozy. I don't know. All of these could be Scoozy.
It's just
removal, counter. That's Scoozy too. All right, we're going removal spells, tilt.
Okay.
Moderately good. Wait, no, sorry. Take this back.
Okay.
Moderately good, as in a card or deck, that's Deece.
Okay.
It's like it's decent. Okay. Card nickname, a bear, Graveyard Hate. That's going to probably be some sort of Scooze.
Okay.
Removal spell is an answer.
All right.
We're going answer. Becoming upset is... No, that's Scoozy. All right. The tilt is the Graveyard Hate. The removal is the answer. Moderately good is Deece.
Paul, you were so close. You changed your mind at the last minute. You had it right.
Oh, damn it.
So you got 2 right, which gives you a point to 16.5.
I almost had all 4.
You had all 4, and then you were like, oh, no, I'm going to change it. So,
man.
Tilt is becoming unreasonably upset.
Let me interrupt you real quick. As a moderator, you're really good at not giving away any extra information.
I mean, I am a teacher by profession, so not giving away the answers during the quiz is literally my job.
Yeah.
So yeah, tilt is to become upset. That's a term that comes from poker, actually. And yeah, you can tilt out or get really tilted. Like, oh, my opponent just top decked exactly the card they needed, and I just got so tilted. Or, oh, my opponent last round was such an asshole, he tilted off. It's just when somebody gets really angry, like, about the game. Some people try to use, like, weaponized tilt against their opponent, like, deliberately try to upset their opponent so that they play worse, which is a terrible thing. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
It's a fun game.
Scooze is a card nickname. It just didn't fit onto the slide with the other card nicknames because I had 5. Scooze is Scavenging Ooze. Popular card. It's just got reprinted. It's a popular card in Modern. It's a bear, as in a 2/2 for 2.
2/2 for 2.
And it's graveyard hate, as in it can exile cards from graveyards so that your opponents can't use them.
All right.
Graveyard hate, some more slang that didn't fit onto a slide. When you're able to disrupt your opponent's plan for their graveyard cards. Maybe they wanted to cast something from their graveyard, and you use Scooze or Scavenging Ooze to exile it before they can. They're Uro or Croxa or something.
Uro. Yeah. Croxa. Oh, those gods. They're good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Deece, you nailed it. Short for decent. Commonly like, oh, pretty Deece. Pretty good.
Yeah, that's decent.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And an answer, in Magic, we often refer to an answer as something that you can use to answer what your opponent is doing. Like a removal spell is an answer to their creatures. A counter spell is an answer to their spells. So yeah, you can say like, oh, I had the game-winning card, but they had the answer. So I lost.
Yeah.
Something like that. My opponent played an Ugin, but I had an answer. Whatever.
I'm a little bit tilted that I changed my answers.
And that brings us to the end. Paul, you finished with 16.5 points.
Oh,
wait, did I add your 2 points from that last slide? You got 1 point. Yeah, you were at 15. So yeah, you got 16.5.
Half a point.
Paul, you are an FNM end boss. So here's what do these words even mean? My rating scale here.
Filthy casual. I hate playing against those guys.
Those filthy
Scrubs,
casuals.
Get out of here. That's an easy win. I like the tryhards. They're fun. I like to give tryhards information.
Yeah,
we
almost called this podcast the tryhards. That was kind of my push. But tryhards often get salty. You often find some salty tryhards.
Tilted.
Yep, tilted.
I would have known what you meant if you said salty.
That's true. Yeah, that's too easy. The FNM end boss. So, Paul, what's FNM stand for?
Friday Night Magic.
Yes, at the local game store, at your LGS. Oh, I should have had LGS in there. At your local game store. The end boss. Sometimes, if there's like one player that's really good, people are like, "Oh, it's like the end boss." If you can beat that player, it means you're really
that's
good.
the guy. That's the guy. Yeah.
Yep. Your grinders. Those are people on the circuit going to all the GPs, going to all the big events, trying to make it as a pro. They're on the grind.
On the grind.
And then maybe you make a GP top 8, and then maybe some of your grinders might have a GP top 8 or 2. And then maybe, just maybe one day, you get your Pro Tour invite.
Yeah. I don't know. That was a hard couple of questions there.
Yeah, you came in right in the middle. I would say your performance was pretty decent.
I was half a point under my prediction.
That's true. Yeah, you
salty about it.
Almost exactly nailed your prediction there. Let us know. So, also for anyone watching, this was entirely created just by my personal interaction with Magic. So maybe some of these words mean something different in your play group, or maybe you have some others that I haven't encountered or whatever. Let us know. Let us know in the comments. How did you score? What are some words that you use? So on and so forth.
Did you follow along?
Engagement with the YouTube algorithm.
Can you do better than I did?
Yes, exactly. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. I think we're going to wrap it up, but that was super fun.
Yeah. That was fun. I had a good time.
Yep.
Let's do this again.
Absolutely. We have other videos you can watch of us playing Magic the Gathering, a Deckmaster game.
Yeah. Huh.
All right. See you later, everybody.
Watch it.